let's play a game of vampire.
This is my domain. And when you are here, you listen to me.
I'm still really new at this. Could you perhaps maybe repeat yourself, please?
You trying to threaten me? Oh, that's very cute.
Is this even real? Is any of this real? Who are you?
Honestly, darling, it's not that hard. You just need a bit of finesse.
I'm sorry, Lazarus. I never meant. I'm so sorry.
You think that you are invincible, Vice, but you are just a man as you have always been.
Welcome to tonight's chapter of Salem. I'm your host, your storyteller, and your bitch. That's me. It's a pleasure to have you here. All right. Let's get a quick and dirty recap. What do you guys remember from many moons ago's episodes?
So, Viola made a deal with the owner of that club.
Oh yeah, that lady.
And had some spicy time to seal said deal.
Oh yeah.
She was hungry, man.
We put our cowboy boots on for that one.
And then Jericho had an important conversation with someone very important to him, and his person was like, I'm not supernatural. What are you talking about? You're not a vampire, you're lying to me. And it was very, very heartbreaking. Meanwhile, we almost all died because Xirus and Rook and Alice were talking into the Illuvian and trying to convince him to give us his puppy.
Bro, it was all to get a dog back, man. I stabbed my fucking hand multiple times.
You got the dog. Hey. You got
It's
the
true.
dog. The baby,
And
the
then I watched-
machine gun is in hand.
The machine gun has been retrieved. I can't talk. Holy shit. And then what happened? What was his name? Acid?
Acid, yeah.
Yeah, I watched him. I watched him get turned into a dog, and then fixed to not be a dog, and it was terrifying.
The man is scarred for life.
And then it's like I want to bill the guy for breaking my van. I paid for, because he blew up my tires. We had to replace all 4 tires. You know, it's just, but you kind of can't bill an antediluvian because then I might die. I'm already undead, so like.
Wait, wasn't he in Methuselah?
That word.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
the one.
That's the word.
Methuselah, there we go. That was the word. I was like, he's not elder.
I was just
know
rolling
he's
with
higher than
whatever
that.
I was given.
No, I
in my
totally.
brain.
No, I said it.
You
I was the one.
know.
I was the one who missaid it.
Methuselah.
It's okay.
Medulla oblongata.
But the big cherry and sprinkles on top of the whole session was where we left off, which was
Unfortunate.
Xirus and
Boy, I
Rook.
have one question before we go. Okay, what did you get for the dog? It's already gone. I already sold it. He gave me his blood. I sold it to her, the person under the lights. And there, sitting under the lights, was Elizabeth. He sold the blood to Elizabeth. And Xirus ends the night with a fuck.
Yep.
No, he did say fuck, didn't you? He did.
Yeah, he did. Yadai, he did.
Yeah, she sure did.
That'd be a hoot and a holler if you know what I'm saying.
If you want all the details, go back and watch it on the YouTube.
True.
I've
All
been,
right, y'all.
I've been muted. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Muted. Yeah. Go do. Yeah. Yeah. Fuck. Fuck, dude. I said so many cool, clever things, and now they're gone. It just,
No.
God damn it.
For that.
I hate when that happens, and I'm like, yeah, I'm super clever, and then no one says anything. I'm like, haha, I've struck them with my cleverness.
But it's just because you're muted and no one can hear you, and we're like,
Yeah, it
we're
was.
good.
Yo.
Okay,
We
everybody
can,
say, ooh, that's so clever in chat.
Wow, amazing.
Wow, that was
Amazing.
great, Boyd. Wow, we were
Boyd, you're so
Amazing.
amazing.
Whoa, I can't
arrested.
believe it.
Wow, so cool.
Ooh, wow.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Tonight,
Don't worry.
Tonight.
Everything will be okay.
we start. We start off with a bit of a bang. Xirus, Rook, and your NPCs, your SPCs. Elizabeth moves like a wraith, elegance and lethality. She is wearing a fine, pinned, tailored suit. A bowler's cap on her head, which she takes off to give you a bit of a bow, Xirus. And then she moves to the side entrance of the club, beckoning you with finger and gaze to come forward. Balininu, what are you gonna do?
Oh boy. So I assume we walk in.
You have not moved forward yet.
No, I'm sorry. That's my fault. That's Rook asking.
Oh, you're
Xirus.
asking in character. Okay.
Yeah.
My bad. All
Sorry.
right, my bad. Go ahead.
It's roleplay.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Amazing.
My God, roleplay? We do
Stop,
that
please.
here? No, we don't.
I'm gonna die if you keep making me laugh.
Well, yeah. Just keep your eyes open, right? I don't trust her. Is this the same club, that neutral club?
Yes.
Okay.
There is no killing allowed here.
Take,
All right.
take fun out of it.
What'd you say?
Just no killing, and he's like, they take the fun out of everything.
Well, this lack of fun is probably what's gonna keep us alive here. So, Charlie,
After you, boss.
yeah. All right. And
You move
he
it?
walks forward. Yeah.
All right. Here's your map. Put your tokens down. The club, save for Elizabeth, is empty.
Where?
How do I put a token?
You pull your name.
Oh, like I grab my whole ass name.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Holy shit, it's so cool. Right there.
You guys moved into the same square.
Yeah. What's happening? Oh, where am I?
Come. Have a seat.
Yeah. Unbuttons a couple buttons of his coat, and he takes a seat.
There's... she does something with her hands, and you see that she's hooking an umbrella over the back of her chair, and there's this metallic sound like glasses, and the two of you have goblets, crystal, in front of you, filled with blood. Are you thirsty?
Thank you for her hospitality. And he lifts it and takes a drink.
She watches you as you do. Before
His
she
eyes are on her, but he doesn't hesitate.
lifts her own goblet, takes a sip, and her eyes flick to you, Rook. What do you do?
Rook kind of just gives into social peer pressure and just quietly just picks his goblet up and like sips it. Like he, hesitantly tastes it. This is like, I don't ever like accepting free drinks.
I thought we could talk. I thought we could have a good negotiation.
Negotiation? What for? Wasn't aware we were having this meeting.
Naturally. I was not expecting you, but I figured there was a chance you would show up here. I'm going to be frank with you, Xirus Fletcher. I know you're going to make a bid for the crown. I know that several primogens, heads of clans within the city, are interested in matching your attire at this weekend's ball. And you are also aware that the majority of the other primogen in the city are going to take my side for the throne. And she's just sipping, watching you. What kind of reaction does Xirus have, if any?
He's not really showing any reaction to it.
Okay, roll a composure.
Almost as if like
and resolve.
because he believes she's resourceful. He wouldn't be surprised. What am I rolling?
Composure, resolve. They're both attributes. Just to keep your cool. No reaction. Statuesque.
It's 3 successes.
Okay, despite this game having huge dice pools and rolls, 3 is an excellent roll. How does Rook respond to her words?
Rook's got his like business face on, and he's just there as I don't know how to I don't know what the word I'm looking for Xirus of I'm just here because
You're the bodyguard, you're the muscle, kind of.
yeah, that kind of thing.
Okay.
But I'm not going to be intimidating at all to her. I'm just here, just a guy.
Here, just a guy. So are you trying to hide anything or stay composed?
No, that's not really his style per se to hide himself. I guess he is a little crazy.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Okay. So she picks up basically everything that you're putting down. She gets a little bit of a smile, takes a napkin out of her breast pocket, dabs her mouth, folds the napkin up, tucks it away. I'm sure your opinions of me are less than amicable. I'm sure that you think I'm a tyrant. a villainess. But what I can assure you, I am indeed ruthless. But you have to agree and understand that even a coyote, when stuck in a bear trap, will chew off its own leg. The things that have been done in my name, the things that the Primogen Council has signed off on this last year, are a simple, calculated, and assuming metaphor for clearing out the filth. And she looks at you, Rook, and assuring that certain kindred stay loyal to our princedom. Without law, there is chaos. Without law and tradition, there is a natural sink in the order. You've witnessed the Inquisition in Salem. You've seen what they're capable of. The mist. And yet in the last 9 months, not a peep. And she looks at you, Xirus. Not a single blip. And she raises her eyebrows, almost like she's expecting you to acknowledge this truth aloud.
She's saying not a blip of what? What are we talking about?
The
exactly?
Second Inquisition.
Like,
In the
we
last-
have not heard of any of them.
Yeah, in the last 9 months.
Yes, perhaps.
No, assuredly. Not perhaps, Dr. Fletcher. Under my cruel hand have I maneuvered the Inquisition out of our borders. In fact, they are an easy string for me to pull and puppeteer. Take that as you will. And she looks at you, Rook. What I'm getting at, I'm good for the kindred of this city, and not a single soul can say that I'm not. But there are anarchists among us. Soft kindred who miss a certain baron and his wild and, well, trepidatious ways. I want us to work together, Dr. Fletcher. I want you to make a bid for my seat.
It's interesting. It is interesting. But, I'd rather deal with the Second Inquisition than our kind against each other.
Which
Do you not?
is why you should make a bid for me and all of your followers, the ones that miss Vice Brown, will have no choice but to accept me as prince, and if they do not, under the traditions of our fair kingdom, I can destroy them. I can chew off the paw caught in the bear trap. The beauty of this, Dr. Fletcher and Mr. Marshwan, I've already dealt with the Second Inquisition.
Rook kind of cocks his head when he hears his last name, like, oh.
Yes, I'm aware of who you are. Is that surprising? I'm aware of who you work for. Even down to the little thin blood that you hired that manifested suddenly? Curious that. What I wouldn't do to take a look at that occult. Worry not. I came prepared to deal with you. And, she stands, catching your eye again. She does the same. It's like a really interesting movement. You think maybe she's reaching for a weapon, and then there's the sound of something heavy landing on the table. It's a suitcase. And it wasn't there before. And you didn't see her bend down to pick it up and set it. It just manifested. And she puts a hand on top of it. And her hand is gloved and delicate. Within the confines of this case is the cure you're looking for, Dr. Fletcher. And I will give it to you. After you make a bid for my seat. You see, I would rather not destroy your followers so abruptly. I would rather bring them into the flock and allow them to marvel at this new regime that I've created. One that has less parties and less trolloping across the Enbrons. And she taps the case, Xirus. A cure. The one that you have so desperately been searching for.
He's just staring at the case, contemplating. Well, it's quite interesting, but is there anything else you wish to speak about?
I can be a patient woman. But in my age, I find that I am not. If you still wish to stand against me, Xirus, I'm afraid I've emptied Elysium so that you and I can battle it out to the death. We know how this ends. You tried to kill me, I tried to kill you, but outside of this Elysium, both of us are powerhouses. Or is it true that Kadol died? And her eyes glitter. I haven't quite figured that one out yet. And she's scrutinizing you to see if there is any emotional blip.
Yeah, I would say his jaw tightens.
Well, I'm sorry for your loss. It is quite the blow to your regime. What a talented kindred indeed.
So, Just like that. You're not willing to wait for an answer. You'd rather end things here.
She frowns a bit. I'm sorry. You're going to make me wait, and we're not going to duke it out.
That's my question. You're the one that brought up that possibility.
Well, I figure it would just move things along, and we could just avoid unnecessary bloodshed. We could just get it done here and now, and then I can proceed.
Well,
After all, I know Marshwan plans to kill me for everything that's happened to his family. Of naturally blaming me, of course, because I personally saw to it. And she rolls her eyes. Oh, and don't get me started on Vincent Gray. And his entire family. Ugh. She just tilts her head to look at you.
I will say, maybe it's just me, but I prefer to have a leader who is patient when it comes to important matters.
She kind of smiles, flashing fangs. Naturally. But as you understand, though I know you've been out of politics, Xirus, I know that you and your coven have kept yourselves on the fringes of neutrality. But you cannot help that the people see you as an ideal, as a hero. Power has been dropped in your lap, whether you like it or not. And your political capability is... It leaves much to be desired, though I'm quite a fan of your brooding mentality. I'm waxing philosophical. I'm more than happy to be patient. But the ball is this weekend, which gives us, 24 hours? So I would rather we finish making this deal now. Or do you actually need your counsel? Are you not the leader? Can you not make decisions on your own?
You see, I do believe that good things come with time. Not something that is discussed and decided over a single glass. I believe that is a form of leadership.
Spoken like a real primogen, which you are now over the Tremere of the city, right? The eldest among you? Or perhaps not. Maybe the old warlock is still around. Not Kadal, naturally, but the other one. They're all going to be at this ball, Xirus. Every single one. And she kind of is smiling.
And when I walk through those doors, you will have your answer.
Huh. What a tease. What a tease. And she taps the suitcase again. This is the cure, Xirus. Everything you've ever wanted. To be able to walk in the sun again. To be with your child. You could have it. You just have to make a bid for me. And naturally, for making me wait, I'll let you give me back my childer, Viola.
We've had this conversation already.
You took her from me. You and, Sorry, your sire took her from me. There was no council meeting. There was no adherence in front of a primogen. You didn't have authority to do that. So technically, you've broken our traditions. I'm more than happy to make this all public if you deny me. So I will take her as a gift for making me wait. Which would be most generous of you.
No, I believe it was her decision.
Childers do not have decisions, Xirus. It's what makes the world an anarch. You are best to learn that if you are even going to attempt to take the seat. If you try to wear that crown, Dr. Fletcher, and you go before the old primogens, the elders of us, and you tell them that childers have rights to make their own decisions when they have not even lived a century, you are going to piss off a lot of ancient kindred. Now, if that's your style, great. We'll have another Vice Brown. And I'm sure there'll be no chaos. No killing each other, no blood hunts. No occult hunters, no org cells of them, no werewolves even. I'm sure the Second Inquisition and the Sabbat will just stay clear of our chaotic borders. Certainly.
Unfortunately, I am not so ignorant to believe there will never be conflict.
But you're willing
But-
to allow the city to be a melting pot for it. Like
No,
the Baron before you.
I think that's where you misunderstand. I have no intentions of letting my city fall. It's my home. I'll protect my home, Elizabeth. And I'll do it my way. But, let's see if I'm convinced.
You want proof that this cure works. That might change your mind.
Well then,
You tell me. Speak the word, and I'll hold a demonstration. If not, naturally, you, myself, Marshall, we can all try to kill each other here. I'll have a free pass. It'll cut down on time. Certainly. But it would be unfortunate for you to never return to your little cell of a coterie, wouldn't it? Regardless, would you like to see an example of this?
you're so eager to show your power, Elizabeth.
It is a natural byproduct of the blue blood. Wait. Would she say that? No. It is a natural byproduct of my clan. After all, the crown and the scepter are heavy. But they're also glittering. Naturally. Your validation would do wonders for my ego. But do not mistake my eagerness for desperation. I simply see a necessity in working with you to achieve my end goals.
Well, if you feel like there's a necessity to work with me, you know little about what I want and how to convince me, because bribery is not reassuring.
I love this nobleness, Dr. Fletcher. But I've read Julia's notes. You've been looking for a cure for how many centuries?
It's been quite a time, yes.
So is this not the Golden Fleece? Could this not be seen as a deus ex machina? A gift? A boon? We could work together. We could make this city better together. A tender hand and a tyrant. A ruthlessness and a mercy. We are two sides of the same coin, Dr. Fletcher. And there have been princes that have run in duelship. After all, the Primogen Council sees that the prince is more just a... well... a facade. A game, really. But as the Primogen of the Ventru clan in Salem, roll an intelligence and an academics, both of you.
Fuck, I lost my sheet. You said academics and what else?
Intelligence.
Damn. You've got the worst motherfucker for the role, but it's okay. Come on, sheet roll. What the fuck? Eventually it will roll. I don't know shit. I'm dumber than a sack of bricks.
Okay, what'd you guys get?
You wanna go first, Ian?
Yeah, I'm too busy in anger, just quietly angry at every slight she has made at me. I'm forced to keep
Oh,
quiet,
yes, multiple.
biting my own tongue.
She has insinuated that
She's-
you are stupid beyond recompense. Yes, she's a
Yes,
bitch.
calling me
She's
a beast in a cage. I'm aware of every slight she has made, and I'm just too pissed off to think straight.
Okay, so what'd you get?
I rolled no successes at all.
Okay, just straight 0 across the board. Perfect. Okay, Xirus.
I have 6
She's
successes.
lying. Lazarus is the Ventru Primogen. He is older than her. He was turned first, despite anything he may have said. Despite him saying Elizabeth turned him, she did not. You know this because of your friendship with him, because of your closeness to Vice, and because of Cadol. After Lazarus was killed, after he tried to cancel his existence, in learning what had happened to his son, Vice took him to the only man, the only creature, far in the mountains, in a singular palace, where Lazarus was changed. She is not the Primogen. And it is quite politically rude for her to suggest otherwise. But it dictates exactly how she views Lazarus, which gets you thinking, Xirus. There is a chance to bargain here. It is bargaining with the devil, but you could get Laz.
Could get Laz. What do you mean by that?
You could trade. You could have Laz in your wardship. You are technically a prince, as well as her, of your own area. And taking a ward is like adopting someone else's childer. Or, in this case, a political asset. You could offer wardship, like in the old medieval days of Lazarus Kane, in exchange for something that she might want. And it might be Viola, granted the sigils and the blood magic and the bonds that Viola bears doesn't technically mean she will ever belong to Elizabeth. That's neither here nor there. There are other things you can offer her. A favor is one of them. You could offer her some of your blood. You could let her taste and learn some of your disciplines. Now, your disciplines, your powers, they are strong. You could offer her territory. You could offer her allyship. Your imagination is the limit.
He looks at the case and looks back at her and says, "No. Fortunately, I see the way you see me, the way you do your deals. But if every kindred give into purely what they want, their desires," and he looks over at Rook, seeing him exercise his self-control in a situation where most would not. Well, it would be nothing less than beast. It would be chaos. I choose to be more than a beast. I'm not convinced, as of right now. And if patience is too difficult for you, to wait for me to walk through those doors to get your answer, well then that is your choice. And I leave that to you. But right now, you will not get the answer today.
I admire your resolve, Dr. Fletcher. I can see why the people look to you. I can see why Vice left you in charge. Well, then I suppose, and she takes a sip out of her goblet, but we have no more to discuss, and I look forward to seeing you at the ball.
Very well. And thank you for the glass.
You are most welcome.
He stands up, buttons up his coat and gives her a nod. Looks to Rook for a moment. Shall we?
He just nods, quietly gets up, bows slightly, and just walks with Xirus.
Roll a wits and awareness.
It's not rich. I got 3 this time.
Okay. And Xirus?
Oh, both of us?
Yep.
Wits and awareness. I also got a 3.
Okay. As you move to the exit, you hear someone, or you hear her talking to someone. You cannot make out what is said, but you can choose to look back if you would like.
Would Rook look back?
In the hyper alert awareness that he would, or that he is right now, he probably would. Unfortunately.
You do look back?
Yeah, he's just alert of hearing her talk to someone
Okay.
that he, you know.
Yeah, and when you look back, her voice comes more into focus and she motions for him to pick up the case, and he does. And you see that he's got a collar, an actual fucking collar around his throat. And that his face is scarred. His hair is even shorter than it was. And his eyes are dead. She just mutters, "You useless oaf." Rolls her eyes. Well, I suppose we'll just wait to the ball then, shall we, dog? Come on. And Lazarus Kane makes eye contact with you for a moment. And there is no light in those eyes. And he turns and he follows Elizabeth.
Once we are out of earshot, Xirus, without even looking at Rook, will just say, "I appreciate it. Don't worry. She'll get her time. Today is not it."
Rook just inhales and then exhales. And says, "All I have is time. But sometimes things just slip." And he just like, the wall that's nearest to him, he just punches the fuck out of it.
It cracks
I only have
under the pressure.
so much restraint that I can hold back.
I know. But don't worry.
I am a beast in a cage, unfortunately, by my own choice. Or I would have died a long time ago.
Yeah. Don't worry. She's not perfect. She'll be the one to slip. And when that happens, we'll be there.
I hope so.
You hear the other side door open, held ajar by Lazarus Kane, and the clipping of heels as Elizabeth steps out into the parking lot. And Lazarus jogs to catch up to her and then opens the door of her luxury sedan. And all the while, she's tapping the curved edge of her umbrella. As you guys make it to your car, your van, Bishop is standing there, his gaze cutting across the parking lot where he can see Elizabeth and Lazarus getting into the car with her slew of what you can imagine, ghouls, other kindred, etc. He makes a face at the two of you folds his arms, gives you a look, Rook, that says, guess that didn't go over great.
Rook just shakes his head at him and like goes into like a bag to get some like medical tape to wrap his hand, so the blood can go away. Or the blood.
Bishop then opens the door for you, Xirus. So
Thank you.
closes.
He just gets in.
Okay, closes the door, and then to just Rook, who's in the back, he walks around and he's like, so you gonna tell me what happened?
You remember I'm like an animal in a cage, and then when people stare at that said animal in a cage and they just poke at you and yell at you? That's what it felt like that entire time in that room, of her poking and trying to get me to lose my absolute shit, threatening us and our boss. And he didn't buckle. I didn't either. But it's not good. So it's not good. And I'm angry and I'm hungry.
I'll feed you if you
Mainly
need
because I'm like,
later, but we're in more trouble than we thought.
deeper.
Great. Okay. Sweet.
Wading water in the vast ocean with sharks. Those sharks eat blood and people and everything they come across. I'm not smart and I can't make good references. Did you get my... You just go home. That thing.
Yeah. And Bishop will go over the front seat. Back to the surf and turf to pick up our crew.
Yeah, that would make sense.
You got it. We're going to take our first bathroom break right here. Hello, we're back. Wow, amazing. Now we're going to slide across town to a very different location. Okay, so across town, you witness an old woman, Viola, just getting after her horde of small chihuahuas. There's 18 of them. And they're all trying to share some pad thai. Very bad for dogs, don't recommend. But regardless, there's a small skirmish that breaks out, and she disciplines them by putting them on the couch in the best friend suit. They all wear a shirt together to get along. Yeah. And after passing by, Adrian, those dogs are really cute. Do you think we could steal one?
No, that's a little too noticeable. Not my cup of tea. I personally like something a little bigger and sleeker, you know? A Doberman. They're cute.
Oh, I mean, big dogs are cute. Those ones are pocket-sized.
Yeah, but poor old lady. That's all the joy she has in her life.
That's it, her dogs.
little-
She doesn't care about anybody else. That's true. I could tell just by looking at her. She hasn't showered in 2 days. Her red hair is frizzy. Man, I could tell. And Carter's like, really? How could you tell? He's like, I just looked at her and I knew that her dogs are her only joy. And maybe that cat she had in her hood. Carter just rolled his eyes. Okay, well, we're going to keep walking. We're almost back to the surf and turf.
I bet I can beat you with a head start, Adrian.
Oh, we're going to race? Okay. And he does a couple
Ready?
stretches. Yeah.
And I'm gonna give you a head start. You think you could still beat me?
Yeah. I mean, I think I could beat you even without a red head start, but I'll take it because of, and he makes a little
All right, let's see what you're made of. Ready? I'm gonna give you 3 seconds.
Okay. He just does a couple stretches. Hops back and forth a little bit. Okay. All right.
Ready? 3, 2, 1.
He takes
Go.
off like a bullet.
And Viola turns to Carter and she says, I'll see you later. Just us? Maybe. And she just runs off. She doesn't let him answer. She doesn't want to know. She doesn't want to be rejected. And she will use, tap into her celerity to see if she can beat she's not very fast, everybody. Just to see if she can beat Adrian.
Okay, I'll roll for Adrian.
Right. What should I add, a storyteller?
Well, you're going to be rolling your dexterity and your athletics with any celerity that you might have.
Okay. All right, I got my dice. Uh-oh. I might have done something. Oh well, oh no. It's fine. Good time. Okay. Oh god, no! I rolled so poorly, chat. Alright, what is 0 successes with a skull?
Oh, yeah. You, like, fall and, like, break your ankle.
Oh my god.
Oh my god! It's like I'm just about to catch up with him and just faceplant right in front of Marquis.
You just, like, are walking and then your, like, heel gets stuck and it just snaps.
Oh god.
And, yeah, your ankle, really. And Adrian's like, oh god, are you okay? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to run so fast. I need Marquis and Jericho to roll a wits and awareness, please.
I'm fine.
You're not fine. Your bone is sticking out. It's sticking out. And Carter, heaving and hawing and sweating, is like,
So walking
what happened?
heels.
Are you okay? Holy
No,
shit.
she hides it. She hides it from him. Like she's like, it's fine. I'm fine.
Are you sure? Are you
She just
okay?
sits there. She just sits there. Like she's trying to hide her foot. She's in so much.
I'm so sorry.
I'm clearly preoccupied.
I'm so sorry.
I got 0 successes.
Okay, I don't see. I didn't mean to run so fast. I feel bad. I could have slowed down. You shouldn't have given me. No. You should have just let. Oh my god. Marquis, what'd you get?
No.
I said 4 successes.
Okay, you see. Well, you hear Adrian. It's the bone. It's sticking. What bone? What bone is sticking out? You hear Carter. And Adrian's like,
it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I don't need any help.
I don't know. Do we go to the hospital? Is there a hospital?
Shoe. No.
No hospital?
It's my shoe. My shoe.
It's not your shoe. That's your bone. That is definitely your bone.
My heel is broken. That is super important right now. These are very expensive shoes.
Calmly, Carter kneels. Does it hurt?
Can I roll to lie?
You certainly can.
All right. All right. That's subterfuge and charisma. Okay, that's a way better stat. I still can't believe I rolled a fucking 0 at skull. Oh my god. Oh, that's terrible. That is not really good. Why am I rolling so bad today? Oh my god, no!
What'd you get on the subterfuge?
Got a 2. I rolled 8 dice and I got a fucking 2.
Alright, let me roll.
Oh my god, no! Oh.
Carter frowns, and then his gaze like flicks up as Marquis. He notices you, and he looks at you, Viola, and he says, "I don't like to be lied to." If it hurts, say that it hurts. I was just gonna pop it back into place and then get you wrapped up.
Viola looks very surprised at this. You don't need to worry about me. It's fine.
You're super quiet, Spec.
Oh, sorry, a little too quiet. You don't need to worry about me. It's fine. I'm supposed to be helping you, remember?
What did you mean when you said that before? And Marquis, if you would like to come forward, you can. This is,
He is slinking forward, but he's gonna motion to Jericho, like, with one finger. Not like
what-
a dog, just in a nice way. Like, he's more like, come, let's take a walk.
All right, where we're going? I thought
No,
we were
have
waiting
some
here.
visitors.
Oh,
also Viola,
And he's gonna-
you got a inspiration from chat. Thank you, Wolfman.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all saving my life here. And Viola looks at Carter very seriously. Because I want to give you a chance I never had. And I mean it. I really I want to protect. I want to protect you. And Adrian. Maybe you wouldn't have been in this mess if it was me.
He's just watching you. I'm not really sure how to set this exactly.
And she says, I was once human. If you have a basic medical knowledge,
I do.
you could. She bites her lip. Okay, I'm ready.
Are you gonna need a cut? He like kind of nods, lifts his eyebrow. His eyes get a little wider. He's like, "You need, to heal this."
If you can set it, I can do the rest.
Okay. He nods and then he looks up at you, Marquis, as you and Jericho have arrived, and as if he's asking for permission.
Asking for permission to set her bone?
Yep.
Okay. Marquis looks at Viola. Looks at Carter. And he just gives him a slight nod.
With a
free.
sickening crack and a creak. Ooh, that was good. A sickening crack down there with the possums. With a nasty crack, very loud. He yanks the foot down, pushes the bone in, and then twists.
Viola
And then
clearly winces.
And then he just grips your ankle where it's snapped and pulls off his shirt and wraps it really, really, really tight. And he gives you his shoes and puts his shoes on, ties those really tight, takes your heels, clips them together, and puts them through his belt loop. And then he stands and he lifts you up.
Viola does not know how to feel like she's very like she looks at him so surprised and shocked, I guess, in this moment.
Where do we go?
Like, how could someone want to be near her?
What do you need? Where do we go?
She needs it all monsters need. Isn't that right, Viola?
I'm so lost. What happened? Did you get attacked walking down the street on your way here? I'm sorry. I'm real sidewalk by you.
Adrian's like,
She had a tea party with the sidewalk.
Listen, I think I just...
we were racing, and I think we raced too hard, and then her leg just broke.
Adrian was just proving what an athlete he is.
It's my fault. I'm really sorry. I didn't mean.
No,
It's not
fine.
your fault.
It's mine. It's fine. Accidents happen, and this was mine. I was trying to tease you.
I was running too fast, and then she was chasing me, and then she fell, and she broke her leg.
Maybe you shouldn't be running in heels.
Adrian looks down at his heels. Why not?
I usually I can. Just today is.
Viola's not a track star.
Fair point. Fair point.
And then he's like, Marquis, it was. Oh wait, what does he know you as? Leon. Boss. I have no idea. What does Adrian know you
Boss.
as?
They kept calling him boss. Yeah.
Boss.
Or sir.
Guess what? I danced on a bar.
Hmm.
It was a blast. And Carter just like face palms.
More.
I was able to secure a deal for a little more leeway around the city.
It was so fun. I had nipple pasties on.
And you decided that my ghouls will accompany you?
They're the ones who followed me.
Carter looks at you with a frown, Marquis, on your order, actually.
Oh, that's not what I'm talking about. Yes, I did say to follow, and I did say to make sure she was safe, but to make a deal. To dance in public, to take only a risk I would be daring to take. Do tell me, what is the name of this club you visited, Viola?
Please don't get it. She's not in trouble. I did it on my own. I'm the one who convinced Carter.
Quiet.
Why are you so mean?
Shh.
He's like tears up.
That is something for me and Xirus to discuss. More allies, more people in that corner is never a bad thing. And if I stumble upon an opportunity, it'd be pretty stupid to not take up on it. I keep them safe. We gain more allies. Win-win. I didn't expect them to follow me.
Marquis.
Carter's gonna insight you, Marquis.
Sure.
He's squinty eyes, and Adrian's like,
why you be squinty at me?
Adrian's like, I thought it was fun. You look like you have fun, boss. You look like you wouldn't. Why am I in trouble? The kid obviously just doesn't like to upset authority. Carter got a 2. That's it. But he's just his intent, right, is to just he's gathering information. This is his job. It's what he's good at. He's trying to put you in a mold, right?
Okay, well, I texted you what he's thinking.
Oh, okay. Give me a second.
In Marquis' chat.
I have a small wound from that Chihuahua fight from that old woman.
Oh, jeez.
Got it. Okay, he's in. He knows. You and him do the... Yep, you guys... Birds
There's
of a...
just a look. Okay.
If Finnick was here,
Marquis will...
birds of a feather.
If who?
Nothing?
If what?
was here.
Nothing?
Birds of a feather.
Nothing. I didn't say anything. What do you mean? You're not a fucking bird.
What fucking bird am I? You fucking... I was like, sorry, what did you say? Repeat that one more time. What was that?
Birds of a feather.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I see.
Yes.
Mhm. Uh-huh. Yeah. Uh-huh. I see you. For... How about after this conversation, then I can tell the rest of the party what he was trying to do.
That's fine.
But actually, we'll role play it out right now. That way it comes into the story naturally. Then chat understands, right? Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, all right. So Carter's looking at Marquis. Marquis tilts his head down, staring down with his arms kind of like one crossed over his side, the other just lazily in front. You know, when your arm is just kind of like on top of the other, but like lazy, kind of hanging out, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? Sorry, it's hard to describe. And he goes to put his one finger and tilts his glasses down, and he looks at Carter. And there is a flicker that crosses between them. And Carter can tell that Marquis does not care whether or not she made a deal in the presence of his ghouls. Rather, he is trying to rile Viola up in order to gather information, to set her off guard, to set her at a place of imbalance.
Very kindred.
Yes.
So that means Spec. This would be one of those moments where you can say, "Can I roll an insight on the Marquis?" Or like, I would just. I'm prompting you, but like, if you want to, Viola can, because she's
Absolutely
used,
will try.
She's
Does not
used to
mean I
politically, politically maneuvering. You know.
I think Jericho's just on the side trying to make Adrian feel better. Be like, it's all right. He's not actually mad at you. I'm sure.
He's gonna divorce me and send me back to high school, and I hate high school.
Oh, damn. Well, I actually rolled well that time. That's going to be, because I got 1 crit and then 1, so that's 5.
Is 5 enough that she picks up on that?
I sent you a message.
Oh.
It's as good as it's going to do, chat.
Okay, roll is manipulation subterfuge. What'd you get? Oh, you're typing, I see. All right, Viola. So you see, I think the hard lines of the Marquis' body, right? And then especially like the very serious look and expression. But there's just something about the way his arm is like lazily draped. You catch on. He's just gathering information. There's no actual heat in his tone of voice. It's all in the expression. His body language gives him away, probably on purpose. Like he's expecting you to catch on. Like it's a game.
Viola doesn't say anything. Keep her mouth shut. She said what she needed to say.
Insight Viola to see if she has caught on to his little game of chess.
Okay, roll. And are you going to try and hide it, Viola? Because if so, it's an opposing.
Oh, no.
Okay.
No.
All right, then I'll have you as the
You would
player
not-
set the DC.
All right.
Mhm.
It's not that high.
Okay, what am I rolling?
So you're gonna roll intelligence and insight, and Viola is going to be rolling. Oh wait, no. You're going to be
No, I
rolling
just said
intelligence,
DC.
insight, and Viola is setting the DC and then describing
Mhm.
to you what he picks up. Good God.
Words are hard.
3 successes.
Oh yeah, no, that meets it. And you would know that she's not high. She's picking up what you're putting down, and she's like, yeah, okay.
He instantly smirks. And he says, "You know, keeping secrets when we're supposed to be a team isn't something I'd consider a smart move, Viola."
It's not a secret.
You don't want to tell me what the club name was? It's so very private. And he emphasizes private.
What do I get in exchange?
Ooh, good job. This is
She ain't gonna let it go.
Jericho's like watching. It's like a tennis match now. He's like, I don't know why they do
hold on.
this.
Let me cut in. Adrian is like, he believes that both of you are not playing a game. Carter's rolling his eyes at this mental mutual masturbation, like, oh God. And Jericho is like holding Adrian. And
That's such a way to describe this scene. I want you to know.
they're literally like
Holy
for Carter.
shit.
Just so chat, you understand. Carter's like, great. Now they're both fucking gooning in front of the other, waiting to see who orgasms first in this fucking political cocking. God.
Oh, okay. I'm ready. I'm ready for this.
Okay.
So you want to make a deal with me?
Isn't that what kindred do? And you know, like anybody, information's worth something.
Oh, I do.
And since you're so eager to have it now rather than patiently wait,
Let's up the ante. I have 3 questions. 3 questions I would like to ask you. And in exchange, I will tell you my title. I will give you the name.
darn it, me as the player is like, yes, finally! Viola's like, hold on, I have to sort my thoughts between my player and me.
In case you are not aware, Viola, my title is something I only give to those in my trusted circle.
And so I earn your trust.
You may take a
telling you.
step inside.
But that means you can always push me back.
As you would also be able to take a step back if I so do not fit your bill. If you feel I am not worth your time, Miss Toreador.
I don't think it's about that. It's about whether or not I'm useful to you. Until
Everyone is
you
useful in their own way. All I asked was for 3 questions.
3 questions is quite a lot. 'Cause you are quite perceptive.
Who knows? It could be as simple as, what's your favorite color?
Then why would that come with a deal? It's purple.
Because you can tell a lot about a person based on their favorite color. Any piece of information is valuable. I'm sure you know that, though.
Listen. I would rather... And Viola has... Oh god, wow. What is up with Viola happening right now? Yeah. Viola will say this. She's like, it's been fun. I'll just give you the club name as a thank you for saving me. I already owe you one from that. And then we'll call it even.
He waves his hand as if he's waiting. Just go ahead.
And
Not in a rude way, like he's very much like it's almost as if his hand is bowing to you, Viola. That's what he's doing.
And she is gonna display, and she's doing this like, and I hope that so I guess like, could the Marquis do an insight check on Viola?
Yes, absolutely.
Sure.
How many insight checks, Chad?
Just want Jericho and Adrian to suddenly have a bag of popcorn.
That was what I was eating
Popcorn.
the entire time this was going on.
Watching this social interaction.
And then coughing aggressively because you guys made me laugh.
Yeah, I've been trying to mute my coughs or my hacking of
What do I need to roll for an insight? What are you wanting me to do?
insight and intelligence.
Yep.
Because Viola is kind of bitchy, so I'm not sure if she's gonna be able, if you're, the Marquis is gonna be able to like insight what she's trying to do.
It's 3 successes.
Okay, thank God. Whew. Yeah, she's just trying to be nice and actually show you etiquette by repaying the favor you did to her, which is helping her out earlier with Mads. And you know that Viola is super prideful as well, and she can't even say thank you in a normal way. And so that's what she's throwing down, and then she'll say, "The club was named Divinity." There, now we'll even. And she just like does a and looks away from you.
Are you on the ground or are you in Carter's arms?
Carter's holding her, which is why he's like, "Great, we're fucking gooning over here."
Okay. Oh, it's so funny. Oh man. Marquis will tuck that information away. You know, I'm not opposed to giving you another chance, Viola. I do appreciate the thank you, and I am offering you something more than just the title. You do realize that my title comes with, let's call it, an infamous... What is the English word, guys? I literally was like, I cannot think about it. What is it called? Oh God, what is it called?
I don't know. I don't know what word you're looking for.
Oh my God.
Say it in the language.
No, it's not gonna help. I need to look it up.
Viola will interject and say, and you will see her like, and I think Carter will feel it, just her tighten her grip, or like kind of like tense up a bit. Like this has definitely piqued her interest, but she's like, thank you, I appreciate it.
Oh, that's what it was. Influence. Sorry, guys, that was really dumb. It comes with an infamous influence. Wow. Oh my God, cannot believe that. Like, skipped my brain.
Sorry, go serious time. And yeah, you can definitely there's no insight check needed. You can tell like just there's a lot of body language that that says that she's listening.
knows that you're interested, and he'll just say, "The choice is yours, Viola. It doesn't have to happen now. Clearly, there are more important things. Seems that you've done quite the damage on yourself. But just know that I only have so much patience. So tick-tock, darling. Tick-tock. Now, what is it we can get for you so that you can be... so you can place your best foot forward?"
Haha, very funny. And she just gives him like a it's not like really angry, but like a pouty face. Like she doesn't like being laughed at. Like but it's all in good fun. But she's goodness, that was a really funny laugh. And she says, "We should wait for the others. I'll be fine. I just need to
heal
drink
first. Then, if there's any trouble along the way, we don't have to leave you behind."
I just don't have blood like normal people. That's all.
So what is that you need? And he gives you a look.
And Viola will say, "Can I borrow Carter for a moment?"
I think even Jericho makes a face that, like, oh.
Can you borrow Carter?
Mm-hmm. Yes. Or I can do it right here in front if you would like.
Pause for a second.
Oh boy.
I'm so sorry.
That can kind of be assumed. Viola's been in the game long enough, but you as the player should say it so that Spectre, who has a little bit of a sick brain,
Got it.
you know, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So you want to borrow something from him.
Mm-hmm. Because this is your goal, right?
He will consider this as you owing him again. This is the way the game is played. But he's not going to say that. But if you've been in the game long enough, you know how things are run.
Oh, okay.
Right.
He's not going to be like, "You owe me, bitch." But he's going to be like, "You want to borrow Carter."
Okay. Sorry. Yeah, guys. I'm like trying on cough drops, hacking up stuff. Well,
No, it's all good.
I'm
That's why
trying.
we
I'm trying. No, but no, thanks.
Yeah, so he says that, and he's going to say, "You know that I did say he could make his own choices. Isn't that right, Carter? Would you like to follow Viola, or would you like to stay here?" And he's still looking at you, Viola. He is staring at you.
She just begins. Relax. I'll find my own supply. And she's trying to push off of Carter, and she's like, "You can put me down. It's fine."
He lets out a deep breath. I'm not a fan. He's looking at you, Marquis, of this political tennis match. But I get it. And when you push against him, he does like let you down, but he keeps you close, right? Because your leg is not stable enough to walk on.
Oh no, she's gonna try to get like far from him. She's like, "Nope, I'm fine."
So you would rather put us all at risk, especially knowing what we've encountered.
Listen, I'll just see if there's anybody off the street, or maybe I'll wait for Xirus. And I'll do what I can with what I have.
It's fine.
And once again,
I'll help you. I'll help you.
there, he's made his choice. And he smiles. And he's just gonna bend down to Adrian and pat him on the back.
Let me help you to the bathroom.
She looks at him like, you don't have to do this.
I'm gonna help you.
She doesn't meet his gaze. She can't.
Okay. So he's gonna carry you to the family restroom, lock the door, and we're gonna pause that scene. While the tennis match was happening, Jericho. While it's happening, Adrian, you soothed him enough that he stopped crying, and he explains everything that he knows that happened. Like, he didn't drink anything because Carter didn't want him to. Carter didn't want him to dance, but they did subterfuge and they were being spies together because, you know, Carter used to be a spy. Like, Adrian literally won't let that. He's like almost hyper fixated on it, Jericho. That, yeah, and he's a spy. He's so good at this. I need to do so much better. And I did. And they didn't know that I didn't work there until the end. And then, you know, we had to give back the costumes. But I took the heels and my sneakers.
Oh. Well, congratulations on a free pair of heels, I suppose.
I just don't want to get in trouble. I don't want to get...
I don't think he's actually I don't think he's mad at you.
The boss looks
it's something
pretty... Like, look at him. They're talking about it. It's horrible.
There's something... I mean, you've only been in this for a day. You'll learn over time that, he kind of gestures back at the tennis match. This is just a thing kindred do.
It's... I just... I just don't get it, I guess. It's like really confusing and like...
Yeah.
He's not mad? Are you sure? Look at his face. He looks mad.
I mean, he's not mad at you.
She looks mad. Carter looks annoyed.
I mean, that's fair.
Are you mad?
But I'm definitely not. I mean, I'm mad, but I'm not mad about anything that's going on right here, right now.
Oh, why are you mad? What happened? Did more stuff happen?
I don't... Nothing that really needs to be, Let's just say I was having a very important conversation that got interrupted, and then I was having another very important conversation that then got interrupted, so...
Oh.
Yeah. So, but it's fine. But what I want you to understand, because you were just saying that Carter's so good at spying. Just because that's what he's good at and that's his role, that doesn't necessarily mean that that's going to be your role in all this. So, don't forget what you're good at. Because I'm sure you're good at stuff that Carter's not. I mean, I'm dealing with that struggle myself. And so I don't want to see someone else struggling with the same issue, alright? Remember what you're good at.
He hugs you.
Oh. I'll
And
give him a
really,
hug back,
like,
I suppose.
like squeezes. It's like, you're like the big brother I never had.
Thanks.
And then when he pulls away, he looks over your shoulder. Who's that? Oh, I know that guy. That's your guy.
I'll look over.
You see that it's a Kyler.
Oh shit. Is he coming towards us or is he headed away?
He's headed away.
I actually need to make sure that he's not. We probably need him to come back with us.
Is that the guy you were having the important? Is that your boyfriend? I'm sorry. I don't.
He's not my boyfriend. He is my very good friend, but he is one of the conversations I was having that was very important. The guy interrupted.
Oh, he's your bestie.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, if you want to talk about it, we can. Where's he going?
I don't know. I probably actually should. I probably should. I should find out. How far is he? Is he just like?
He's not far. He's actually stopping at one of the smoke stations near a light post, and he lights up.
I should probably go check on him, actually. Because we need him to come back with the rest of us. Are you gonna be good right here?
Yeah, I'm curious, when that conversation, when he got interrupted, did he leave? Did he leave? He looks like...
Yeah, he left in a huff.
I just noticed that his, the lower half of his shirt is missing and his belly's bleeding. But he's got a jacket on, so I don't... And you notice Adrian is, like, incredibly perceptive, Jericho. But he is awful at putting it together. Utter trash. Yeah.
Oh man. Huh. Yeah, I'm gonna go check on him.
Okay, and so the scene shifts. Jericho, you move over towards Kyler. Marquis, you turn around. Adrian's standing alone. You pat his head. He's like, "You're really not mad?"
No.
Oh, that's good.
And you did nothing wrong.
I didn't think so. I was just trying to help Viola not get in trouble.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You did a wonderful job.
That makes him, he's beaming. He is literally, like, huge, big pearly smile, very happy. And,
Are you all right?
yeah, I'm good. I'm okay. I just worried about McCoy, and you're, not Jericho's boyfriend, but bestie over there is bleeding, and he looks really strung out. His knuckles are also broken, but I'm sure he's fine, right? Where should I go?
What do you mean? Where should you go?
Should I sit here and wait, or I'm a little hungry. I don't have any money though. Could I get a burger? Do you mind? Could you give me a...
Marquis pulls out his wallet.
Thank you. You're the best boss.
And he just pulls out
Say his credit
a
card.
couple $100.
Oh, cash? I've never seen this much cash before in my life.
If you're going to get something to eat, you need to know how to come back and find me.
You'll be right here?
No. I don't think we'll be staying here for very long.
Can I go... It's okay if I go get a burger and then I come back? Are you gonna run away? Do you have to chase you? I'm pretty fast. I could probably catch you.
Marquis is like, this guy. I hope my kid doesn't end up with this guy. He's so chatty. He's like, why? Why are you so chatty? But he loves it. He's just like, ah. All right. Here's what's gonna happen. You're gonna go get yourself something to eat.
Uh-huh.
While you're there,
Can I get Carter something too?
Yes.
Okay.
He pulls out another $100 bill and gives it to him.
This is so much money for just a burger.
I don't know the cost of these things nowadays.
I could lie to you and tell you that this is not enough then, and you would give me more.
If you need money,
No, I'm just
there's
trying to.
lots where that came from.
Really? It's so working for you. Is there like a credit card that we get and like health insurance and stuff?
Is that what you would like?
I mean, that would be cool. Like, do I get a car?
Do you have a license?
Not yet. I have a learner's permit.
Then no. Until you have a license secured, then there is no such thing as you getting behind a wheel unless absolutely necessary.
I know how to drive. I have one dot in it.
No license,
Yeah.
no car. License, then car.
Okay.
Fair?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Go get yourself something to eat. I'll be here.
He practically
I will
skips
wait
away.
for
He's
you.
so happy. Like, he's just like, He's like, this is kind of like having a sugar daddy. Deet, 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 deet. Yeah.
It very much is like having a sugar daddy, but then again, Marquis' money is coming from a sugar daddy.
And that's accurate. But you're the one that puts in the work for that. Anyways, about that point is when the 15-passenger van Marquis pulls up. And so Xirus, Rook, and Marquis will have a moment to roleplay. But before then, who do you guys want to see first? Carter and Viola? Or Kyler and Jericho?
Get a chat poll going. Let's see what our viewers think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Chat.
yeah. Chat, chat, chat,
Chat,
chat,
chat, chat, chat, chat, chat, chat.
You guys want to work with the Marquis? Is it because the money? Is it because the money?
I kind of, I want to work with Marquis because of the money and the health benefits.
The health benefits. I mean, there are health benefits. A very healthy. Never mind.
Okay, it's up. Polls up. You can vote for whatever you want. You can spend your dice and vote for whichever scene you'd like to see. The players can vote as well. I will warn you that one might be spicy in one way and the other might be spicy in a different way. So.
My insides right now.
I confirm nor deny anything. Beep boop. So while that's happening, hey Xirus, Rook, Val, and Inu, what are you thinking so far? How's it going in the van? Did you guys have any conversations on the way over?
I think Rook's like just been like too mad.
Okay.
You know, he's
Mad.
and even if Annie's in the back of the car trying to antagonize him, he's literally not paying her any attention.
Nah.
He's too pissed.
And he's not saying much.
He's
of
too,
anything.
which makes sense. He's
You know, that's valid though.
just been getting beat up. He's tired of it.
I'm
He's just
tired of
like,
this, Grandpa.
Yeah.
Such
It's
is the
so
life
funny
of
that
a
you say that
Bruja.
so often. I'm tired of it. It's like that's all I get. I'm tired of this, Grandpa.
Yeah, man.
What about
Dude.
Xirus? What has Xirus been doing, thinking, feeling on the way over?
Xirus is thinking, so there's a cure. How do we get it?
How does one take it?
kill
That
her
is
and
his.
pull it off the table.
Honestly, yeah.
Go back to the club, start
Honestly-
a fight, be like, bitch, fight me.
Void, I wanted you to
One v
know,
one.
when she put the case on the table, I thought she was gonna pull some super move and stab the fuck out of me with it. It's like, do you want to see how it works? And I'm like, whoa, 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 no, wait.
Imagine.
I would have. I was just like, damn. And then I explode. It's like, damn. Oops. I guess that was a bad batch. Boom.
She just has C4
I,
in there and like shoves it in your mouth and
yeah.
explodes.
Oh,
It's like,
jeez.
Sick.
You're like, well, guess I'm dead.
You wonder how I got here at this moment. I have a Bruja going up in flames. Correct.
Oh my gosh, we have just a moment before it all ends. Oh, there it is, Viola Carter.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. All right.
Viola and Carter. Wow, Strikers Live contributed 6 channel points.
Yeah, I
How-
dodged that one though. Just kidding. I did. I made sure that they were balanced for the first little bit, and then I just stopped to see what the rest of people would say. I just went back and forth between the two. I was like, "Yee, balance."
All right. All right, Viola, you and Carter are in the bathroom. And he sets you, after locking the door, he turns. And,
She backs up and she's like, what you want about? What do you want? You don't need to. And she's like, kind of like, I would say almost offensive. You know, I was just kidding. I was just. It's fine. You don't need to help. She just tries to hobble out to the door.
he puts his palm on the door, holding it closed. I am getting major whiplash. Your leg is not stable enough for you to walk around on it. Unless you want to walk around on a shattered bone. I'm not. You know what? You don't want my help. Okay. Alright. But I am still fucking confused by your little comment before you ran off. And the mixed signals that you have volleyed my way. I am not trying to be a skank here. I'm just trying to help you. But, and he unlocks the door. And he pulls it open. If you don't want my help, fine. Then you don't. I will help you.
And she looks at him as like, is this a trick?
Should I leave?
You know, you're the one who's sending mixed signals. You like me, you called me a monster. I've noticed the way you look at me. And so she closes the door and stands in front of and hobbles in front of it. What about you?
He licks his
Saying all
lips.
these nice things. Saying all these nice things about me. What do you want, Playing all goody two shoes.
He grabs the fistfuls of his hair and like smooths his hair back. Walks in a circle. Are you doing this on purpose? Is this a part of it? Like, I have to be pissed off? Is that
Is that what this is? You
Listen. Maybe it might have started that way, but now you're an actual good person, and that is confusing the fuck out of me.
Okay, so this is you purposely fucking pushing my buttons because you want to. Because you want to, because it's a part of whatever you need. Is that what this is? You need something from me, so you're gonna push me? Huh?
And he gets closer.
Okay? Because you know what you look like.
I don't know what you're on about. Honest, like, what you think? That, what are you talking about?
He smiles, but it's feral. And he grabs your chin. And he turns you to look in the mirror. And he helps you, the arm kind of around your waist so that you're looking at yourself. And he says, you know what you look like.
And she looks away.
I am not fucking blind. And this is a game for you. This shit that I...
And he leans so that you can feel his breath on the shell of your ear.
It fucking gets to me. So I'm trying to keep my shit together and not scare you and not hurt you, but you are the monster in the bathroom right now. Because if you wanted to kill me, there's not a fucking damn thing. There's not a damn
What,
thing.
you just gonna give up? You think you're so fucking helpless?
I'm not an idiot. I'm not stupid. I know exactly.
But I also think
what you're all capable of.
She just turns around and she's like, and just like that, is that your excuse? And she pokes a hand in his chest and she's like, I know you are much more than you seem to be. I don't know what it is. But if you working secret, because she doesn't know that he was special forces, right? She just knows that he was working for a group, a military group of some sort.
I think so, unless it was made, unless she overheard while he was being interrogated, etc.
Yeah, because
she wasn't there during the interrogation.
I wasn't there, but
in the pool.
He's mentioned to her before that he's did some work, but she doesn't know the specifics like Marquis does. All right, she's like, I don't know what things you did, but I'm sure you could put up a hell of a fight. So don't act all innocent. Don't act like, oh, you know, poor was me, like I'm such a good boy. Really? Why are you so nice? What do you want?
I'm just trying
She shoves him.
to be a fucking asshole.
Wow. The last person who tried to not be a fucking asshole to me died. There, you're happy. I'm afraid to be who I am because a part of me kind of likes it. Part of me likes feeling alive. Just a brief moment.
He reaches over and he locks the bathroom door. And then he pulls his shirt off. Ball's in your court.
Is this your consent?
He
Are
spreads his
you
arms.
sure you want the taco?
Take what you need. But if you try to kill me, you're right. I'll put up one fucking fight.
Maybe that's what I want. And oh man, she doesn't bite him at all. No. She's gonna do blush of life, and she's gonna be very aggressive with him. She's gonna push all his buttons.
Okay. What does what does that look like?
Oh, can I describe it?
Well, I
would say that she's gonna be.
He has confusion right now. Like he's not sure what's happening really.
I think it's her she's definitely gonna take out a bit of her frustrations of everything that's happening. So she just, like, I would say she grabs him and kisses him aggressively, puts her hand through his hair, like.
Okay, there is.
She asks him, "What do you want?"
There is super confusion, but his body responds as a body does, to a beautiful woman suddenly kissing you, and he makes some sex noises, but there's genuine what the fuck was not what he was anticipating.
Okay, and then she's just gonna, and then when she knows that he's like at that point where she could take him, she just bites on his wrists.
Okay, let me roll for him a intelligence and insight. So does it ever go? Is there ever?
She lets him, if he wants to take that step, he has to take it.
Okay, so if he doesn't initiate it, then that doesn't happen. But it is, it is very intense making out.
Yep.
Okay, so
she just needs to get him aroused. Honestly, I'm going by the letter of the law.
Yes, it is not it's not difficult. He is must and tussed and ready to F-word, but he doesn't ever take it that far. I mean, he does feel the curves. His hands do fist in your hair. He does bite her throat. He does make this guttural noise, and he smells amazing. But he's very discerning. And when you bite his wrist, he's not surprised. He's not disappointed. There is just... He got 5 successes. He understands that this is an instinctual thing for you because he heard it happen. And he actually says while you're drinking, as he leans forward and he says, "I'm onto your game. You have to feed a specific way, don't you?"
And she says, she looks at him and she's like, we all do. And there lies a truth, a weapon in your arsenal.
And
If we don't feed a specific way, it leaves us less than what we could be.
with his blood still on your lips and a fistful of your hair, he does pull you away from his wrist and he kisses the shit out of you, Viola. And then he bites your mouth, and when he pulls away, there is a wicked smile. And well then, you're welcome. And I think if I were to play your political game, you would owe me. He grabs his shirt and he goes over to the sink and he starts taking care of his wound.
Yeah, no, Viola just like that kind of last part surprised her a bit, but she just adjusts her stuff, you know. She's definitely ruffling her clothes.
Is it me
you know?
because I have secrets? Or is it me because you assume I could kill you?
And he's looking at you in the mirror.
Is that why not Adrian?
And she kind of looks down.
It is, isn't
and,
it? It's me because of one of those reasons.
And he bites his own lip and he's smiling.
That was not as hard to figure out as I thought it was going to be.
She grabs him. And she pulls him in for a kiss and says, "It's because I find you. All those reasons it's because of all those reasons I find you so freaking beautiful." And she just lets go. Because you are broken, but I find that the cracks in the pottery filled with gold are the most beautiful of all. And she says that just above his lips. And she's like, "Are you happy?"
Not even remotely close. But I am informed now.
Good. She nods and just wiggles her leg a little bit, and just to make sure that it's like back to normal.
Make 2 rouse checks for me.
Okay. Hee hee. Oh, not resist. Sorry. Okay, I got 1 hunger.
Okay. Yeah, it is completely healed.
And she says, "Thank you." And she feels like she wants to say something, there is that hesitancy, but no, she's gonna keep on going. She's gonna walk out.
Okay. You hear the sink still going, but you can feel him watching you. Drinking you in. And then he mutters something under his breath. Ever so quiet. Maybe it's...
Can I try to...
You could
Can
roll
I try?
Wits and awareness.
Yeah! Ah, yeah! I like rolling them clickety-clacks, chat. Yeah! Oh my gosh. I'm sweating. Oh, I rolled real well. Best roll of the night, everybody.
9.
He just mutters under his breath. So when it happens again, you're gonna owe me 2 favors.
And she kind of smiles at that, and she doesn't turn back. She doesn't smile at that, but she keeps walking.
Okay. And then we'll, meanwhile, from there, over to Jericho. There is a different kind of tension.
Yep.
He looks down his nose at you when you move to his side, turns away, exhales.
Hey, I'm not gonna push you. I just wanted to check on you and let you know that I think we're getting ready to leave, and I think you should go with us.
Yeah, that's why I came back. After, freaking the fuck out. It's fine. Sorry.
It's alright.
Let's not talk about it. Just... I'm sorry.
I just want you to know that we are close enough friends that no matter the stupid shit you do, or I do, I will always forgive you, Kyler.
He winces when you say that, and his eyes, they start to mist over with blood, and he blinks hard. And he swallows, his Adam's apple bobbing, and he looks at you. Then he looks away. Thanks, I guess. This whole fucking thing sucks.
Yeah. He's just got his hands in his pocket, just standing by. Looking across the street. You know, not necessarily at Kyler. Doesn't want to make him any more uncomfortable than he already seems to be.
And the two of you sort of descend into this companionable silence.
Yeah, he just doesn't want him to be alone.
And then a few moments later, the white 15-passenger van pulls up. The door pops open, and Rook is there. Bishop opens the door for Xirus. And the group can roleplay. Viola steps out of the surf and turf all well and put together. Her hair might be a little messed, but
fluffed.
Regardless. 2 burgers later, Adrian has returned with fries, milkshake, and Diet Cokes. Kyler puts a cigarette out on his boot, tucks behind his ear, pulls his cap low, and all of you converge there on the alleyway sidewalk. What do you do?
Viola would step up and just say, I apologize for being quite useless and for losing myself a bit. Thank you to him. Oh, is it hard to hear me?
Nah, you're just soft. You're a little soft.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
Not speaking as loud as I usually do.
Right, no worries.
So, Viola, I apologize for earlier today and being quite useless. That I
mean, you
couldn't give
say
further service.
you
I
say you're
apologize
useless.
to you, Jericho. I guess everything is still a little raw, I guess. And Viola goes on, just tells her, like, okay, so we can move along in this territory. I've secured this deal, and Xirus needs to talk to this kindred at the Elysium. Just talk to her.
Oh yeah.
And
Rosalind.
Rosalind. So yeah, she'll detail that out and kind of nod to and do a slight bow to Xirus and take a step back.
What was Jericho trying to say earlier?
Well, he was just trying to say, you say you're useless, Viola, but you done made a deal that got us some more leeway in the area. That doesn't seem very useless to me, so don't be hard on yourself.
That's because I would trade everything. I would trade that deal to make sure I didn't have to hurt you.
I don't take it personal.
Well, I do. Because you're the closest thing that I have to a brother or family right now.
Well, as said, brother, don't take it out on yourself right now. We got other things we gotta do, yeah?
I mean, you did kick me through a table.
Right, Rook. I apologize for my mistake.
You asked. I'm gonna be honest. I thought it was funny.
I didn't even
Because
know.
I was gonna take you down like you asked. You started freaking out. But, you know, I made a misjudgment in my trajectory, and then I got thrown through a table.
At least you kept your head on straight. I'm sure you would have done something with another crack at it.
I mean, I did punch a wall earlier and crack that. So, I mean, I guess that's taking a crack at it, as you said.
How did your guys' endeavor go? Looks at Rook. And then at Xirus.
Uncomfortable. That's what he'll say. He's just like,
did you get the dog?
oh, yeah, this is back of the car.
Oh, that's good. Is it alive?
I'm sorry. Hold on. The machine gun has been acquired as he's doing this. Like, he goes to try to use his like left hand.
Marks and...
His left hand's like all bandaged and like he can't like do the air quotes properly. He's like, fuck, I forgot my hand's fucked up. You get the point. Air quotes. It is acquired. Right. The two ding dongs are back there. One's pretty scarred for his life. I'm never going in the woods again. And yeah.
All right. Well, I'm glad that everything seemed to go well and you got the dog. So we can return the machine gun and
can be relocated back to Ding Dong. Knox.
Yeah, all I can say is Knox better have some damn good information or I'm gonna be real mad. Cause this was a wild goose chase. And I didn't enjoy the fact that I didn't appreciate the fact that he basically threatened us. So
I mean, yeah.
You look real thoughtful there, boss. Looking at Xirus.
We'll need everything we have. in the next coming days.
Right. Gives a little two finger salute kind of deal. Of course.
I will say
All right.
it is almost time for Kindred to go to their day of sleep.
Oh no, it's time for Kindred sleeps.
It's big nap time. So
Oh no.
Rook's like, oh, we should skedaddle and go take a nap, right?
Should we
Right?
tell?
Do we have time to drop off the machine gun?
That may take a little longer.
Oh.
I
So
will
then
need
one of
to
us
have
will
a
be
conversation.
gun
With him.
sitting.
I mean, I can gun
Sorry,
sit for part of the
I
day.
just
if-
registered in my head.
if one of our ghouls, your ghouls, can gun sit the rest of the day, I can do it part of the day.
He
I don't
looks
sleep
to
as hard.
Adrian. He looks to Carter. Anyone up for a little, let's call it an afternoon walk with a new friend?
I think he's kind of saying this is like, okay, we should all get in the van and start going. Does that sound like a good plan to anyone else? Everyone's so quiet.
Yes,
like,
it does. Sorry.
he's like,
I've been fighting-
so
I'm fighting a
uncomfortable right
cough.
now.
All right, sorry. It's like, all right,
Okay,
well,
no, you're good.
Rook just like opens the door. Everyone get the fuck in the van. We're all gonna get real cozy together in this 15-person van and then drive home. So pick your seat, buddy, wisely.
What are we doing with those guys? Points at Acid and his buddy in the back.
Oh my god, that's right.
So Rook will be like, hey, y'all good if we leave you here? Can you walk?
He's like, yeah, Acid's friend is like, yeah, I got us. We can head home from here. Thanks.
Just remember, don't bite off more than you can chew. Cool?
The two thin bloods get out of your van,
Yep.
and Acid is forever changed.
Forever changed.
I would expect as much. Rook just piles in the van and uncomfortably picks his seat buddy and sits next to her. And just says nothing.
As the other thin bloods are leaving, Jericho would like to try and get their contact information.
They say the boss has it, which is Xirus.
All right. Okay, I'll get it from him, I guess. Have a lovely day.
Acid just looks like he's seen eldritch beings and will never ever be the same again. There's no... There is no response.
He kind of went through it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no worries. All right. Now get in the van.
I sent Dolly, I sent you a quick message just for clarification, if that's okay.
All right. Sure.
Yes. Okay. So before we get in the before Marquis gets in the van, he's going to take Adrian, just take him by the shoulder, not like squeeze him, but just like kind of put his hand on his shoulder, and he's going to motion to Carter to come over as well.
Okay.
He's gonna have like a little huddle, get it now? Okay, a little huddle together, like a little team meeting. He says, I don't really know where it is you were residing before, but for the time being, until things are, let's say, until the pawns have been moved and the boards are in place, I have a place for you to stay. And he pulls out a key card.
When will McCoy be back?
He's currently with my husband. I will
Carter files
ensure that you are. I will be. I will ensure that he is returned when he is able. But for the time being, this is yours. Feel free to do with it as you like.
And Annie, she'll come with us.
Says Carter.
That is up to her.
He just nods. He takes the card. He does whistle low, like,
Wow, these are pretty expensive apartment buildings.
And he pulls out his wallet again and he looks at Adrian. He says, I'm not sure what you will need, as there's there's nothing in the fridge. I don't even think it's plugged in at this point in time, but if you need more, please feel free to let me know. And he gives him just a load of cash.
wow. Adrian's like, thanks.
To share.
Yeah.
Yes?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for your work this evening. Do rest, because, as they say, there is no rest for the wicked, and I am quite wicked, or have a wicked smile, don't you think?
Carter snorts and then says, so does this count as our paycheck, or is there actually going to be
that
funds?
will come later. I'm just in the process of going to set that up for you.
All right, he'll nod.
You'll have it soon. This is simply a, let's say, a signing bonus, if you will.
How much cash do you hand them? Everything in your wallet that your husband put there?
Oh, yeah.
Holy fuck. Okay, it's a couple thousand. Adrian's like, woohoo, we're gonna buy a PS5. And Carter's like, give me that. Yeah. Bless you.
Water.
That same thing happened to me too.
Just,
Everyone be dying tonight. Jeez.
I laughed too much because I remember you said, and it's him who works for the money his husband gives him, but I know that it was referring to something else, and so it went down the wrong pipe. I was cracking myself up. Okay. Bag. Consider this a signing bonus. Plug in the fridge, do what you feel is necessary, put up pictures. I don't really care. But it is safe.
Thanks, says Carter. And Adrian's just kind of on cloud nine.
Sorry. You're very welcome. And he puts out his hand. Like as if to shake it.
Okay, Adrian will take your hand. But he's like grabbing it from the side.
He just turns his hand so that he'll shake it properly. Is there anything else that you will be requiring?
Not that I can think of.
You have my number.
Yeah.
I will be resting.
All right.
And if you do need something, my phone, the volume is always up. Someone will answer.
Okay.
Just ask them for... Ask them... Ask them for the key. And when they tell you, you'll know it's me. Do you understand?
There is no one home behind Adrian's eyes. He says, yeah, I get it. And Carter is just scrutiny and...
Yeah. Understood.
He puts out his hand to Carter. He'll take Adrian's away, pat him on the back, and put his hand out to Carter.
Carter takes her hand and shakes it firmly.
Marquis will take his other hand and slide up his shirt.
Oh, Lord.
Like on the arm, just the arm.
Okay. You can feel all the ridges of his muscles, and you can practically taste that his skin goose fleshes, and he flushes slightly, like, because he's a little uncomfortable.
He's not doing it in a sexual way, but it does come across as such because it is the Marquis, and everything he does is very lithe and very sexual, even if it's not intended to be so. He's no Toreador, we know this. But it's just in... It is morbid curiosity.
Okay.
He just will kind of get a little bit of a smirk. Don't hesitate to call if there is something the matter.
Understood. And he
And then
does.
he'll lean his glasses down.
He does
Or even
swallow.
if you missed me.
He swallows audibly.
I will be devastated to be away from you for 8 hours, sir.
Perhaps next time I will stay over. We can have, what do you young folks call it these days?
Hot pot, says Adrian.
Sure.
I love hot pot.
That sounds lovely. I'll have to ask my wife what that means.
My wife.
My wife? No. Also, he will roll back Carter's sleeve and
The
under his
hand that
breath-
he shakes you with, like the way he
Yes.
holds it, is literally to show you.
Uh-huh.
He's not
And-
dumb, and he's looking at you like
Yes.
he's annoyed that you're playing games. But he's not
He's-
going to say anything because the baby is 3 feet right there.
Yep. He is just going to, under his breath, say, and so a favor is owed.
Yeah, something like that.
He lets go of your hand. Boss.
Until tomorrow.
Good night. Come on, Adrian.
Well, we got to go get Annie.
We're going to the band right now.
So meanwhile, Xirus, is there any other roleplay for you?
I think right now, no. He's just... He has a lot on his mind. So he's very quiet when he's like this.
'Kay.
He's very cooking, you know?
Okay. Any roleplay for Rook?
He's sitting next to Annie, so I mean, I don't know how that's gonna go. Because he's just ready to go home. If that makes sense.
Yeah. Well, Annie's also pretty quiet, actually. After witnessing all of that. She's...
Inside, yeah.
Yeah.
He'll like he'll just like nudge her quietly with his arm and say, "At least you lived. At least you're alive."
At least I wasn't
And
turned
that's all I'll say.
inside out and into a dog.
True, could have been worse. You could have been. So I don't think I can unsee that.
What the fuck happened to your hand?
You know how you disappeared? Right, when he did his whole scary bit. I lost it for a minute. And I just couldn't run away. And I couldn't attack him. So I ended up attacking myself. So my hand's like a bandaged. Then I also punched a wall. After You know when your enemy has dirt on you and they just know how to make you mad? But you can't say anything back.
Yeah.
You just have to be the animal in the cage and just watch them point at you, stab you with a stick, say dance, you know, for their amusement. Yeah.
She just blows out a breath that's unneeded, like, ugh, damn, oof. Like, she's almost saying, like, oof, under her breath, you know? And then she... Yeah. She gets pretty quiet after that.
I need a drink when we get back. That's for sure. They'll just sit quietly with her, you know? And that kind of thing. They've had enough for today. It's tiring.
Okay. And we'll slide on over to Viola. Any last replay for you? For jumping in the car?
Mom's cat.
Mom's car. I think she would just be thinking, like, there's a lot going through her mind right now.
Yeah.
And she's just trying to do the right thing, but also resist baser instincts, but also, like, she doesn't know what to feel anymore, considering the past 24 hours, so... Yeah. She's gonna stop, and she wants to say something to Xirus, and she sees that he's in his mind palace. And then she's gonna say something to Rook, and sees that he's talking with Annie, and just kind of feels alone in that moment. Because she takes out her phone and she realizes there's no one to message anymore.
Okay.
I think she'll just stand there.
So she's just...
Because I do have a question.
Yes.
Did Xirus and Rook explain what happened at the club, or did they just
I don't think so at all. Not yet, no.
Nope.
Okay.
Has not been
not at the
mentioned.
current moment. Rook just said it went really awkward.
Yep.
Or something.
Okay.
And there's not enough time in the day for us in the proverbial
full
vampire
conversation.
day to have a full conversation involving this, personally
Okay.
speaking.
All right, so it's
Next-
probably something she
Oh,
thinks
shit.
that they'll discuss tomorrow.
Probably.
All right,
Yeah.
yes.
Correct.
Yeah. So I don't know. She kind of just stands there, just kind of looking into the void.
Standing in a van.
No, just like standing
Yeah.
like right outside it, like as if there's like a threshold.
Okay. No worries. And Jericho.
Well, I think he'd come up behind Viola, who clearly is not all there, and be like, are you gonna get in the van?
Well, yeah, you're right. Okay, then just gets in.
I mean, I hate to rush you, but, you know, the sun waits for no one.
No, you're right. You're right. Sorry, just lost
Don't
in
need
thought.
to apologize. Just looked like you were somewhere else for a minute, so I just wanted to give you a little nudge.
Thank you. And she kind of just, she just sits down and she's like looking at her hands, and it's like she's afraid to look at the window and see her own reflection.
Anything else for Jericho?
I don't know. I think he'd sit by Viola in the van, and just kind of lean over and be like, you know, I'm your friend. And you're always welcome to talk to me. I don't always have the best advice, but I do listen real well, I feel like. And as he's saying that, he's pulling out his phone. And, Even though he's pretty sure he doesn't want to hear from him, he is going to message Ash. And, like, it's one of those things where it's like he starts to say something and he erases it, starts to say something else, erases it, and then just says, I'll stay up if you need me. And then he sends it. And yeah.
And I think with that, the coterie gets in the van with intentions to drop Marquis off wherever he desires. Maybe even potentially likewise with Rook, and the rest of you taken back to your partially destroyed clinic thanks to an untimely Garu change. Unless you go to Xirus's home while the downtown facility is being rebuilt by ghouls and the like.
Well, I think that'd be up to the boss.
Yeah, what would Xirus say?
Slump party in Xirus.
I think we could all use good rest. We can come to the house.
And then this is where we'll end tonight. The coterie on its way. Marquis, I need you to roll a wits and awareness.
Can do. Skills that I'm actually good at? Oh my god, it's a really good roll, guys! It's a crit. 2, 3, 4, plus 4, 8.
It is some time, but when you get home, you can tell immediately that something is wrong. And a deep fear takes root inside of your belly. As you move through the home, there was a hasty retreat. Wallet, keys, blanket, water. Your married bedroom. From the shower to the bathroom to the white carpet, your wife's blood. Simple drops, but enough that you panic. Vincent's phone is still plugged into the wall, charging. He did not think to take it. The front door was not even locked. And this is where we're going to end tonight.
Oof.
No!
Big oofs there.
Yeah, man. Shit.
Why did we write this into his backstory way back when, Jesse? Why did we do this?